Okay, I'm assuming that you're seeing the screen here. This is a test and see if the audio works. And I'm trying to show you if you can see this. Joe, this is what I'm trying to do to help you see if this works or not with the super longboard and with G-Cinder 1.4.7. And this is what I bought. The other one has, the green one that you showed me is not. It got lost in the mail. It'll probably be here in a day or two. They went, looks like they came to Fort Worth, Texas area, which is my area. Then it went to Tulsa, and it'll probably be here in a day or two. I don't know why it would have went to Tulsa, but this is what it looked like on the box. So it says mini wireless keyboard touchpad. Can't see without my glasses. Combo X8. So it says RII up here. If anyone's interested, I don't know. You can look at the Amazon tag on it. I don't know. I think it's around 30 bucks. I don't remember. So I only bought it because Joe said it wasn't working, and I want to see how it works on my machine. Maybe it's just his machine. I don't know. And maybe I don't understand how he wants to work. I don't care to use it on this. And we could go into videos on why I don't need this. But number one, I use a micro computer, mini computer that's under the table down here, and a keyboard, wireless keyboard, and a mouse that I can move around anywhere I want. Right now, it's laying at the machine, but when I'm running, I just move it over here on my workbench, and I can use this anytime to do anything I need to do. So something like this really serves no purpose to me. But if you want to use that, that's up to you. And everyone does things differently. Some people like to be tethered up to their machine with a USB cord. That's not to me, that's not convenient, and that's not what I want to do. I'm not going to be tethered with a cord up to my machine. I'm just not any of my machine. My CNC plasma table over there is the same way. It has its own computer, and I'm not just locked up to it. So anyway, that's that. I move things on the screen here as I want to. So you have your rapid move. You can move. I set that at 1 inch. You can go up to 6 inches or whatever move you want to make. And I know where I'm moving it exactly at all times, and I just don't operate that way that you see people with, Game Boy. I got a controller here I've never even hooked up. It's the Logitech F710 that CNC claims that they've, it's compatible with this and it should work. I've never even tried to use that because I got thinking, I don't move things like that, but I don't think these work that way anyway. I think they still go by those settings on your movement, so I don't know. Not how I operate. But if that's how you like it, then that's your business, and you do it. You do you, and I do me, right? So, all right. So, Joe, if you see this screen, and this is kind of testing, I've got some weird stuff set up here that I normally have this camera in there in my design office area, and I'm not out here, so hopefully you can see the screen and everything. I know it's blocking probably the lower right level of this, but so here's how you set this up. I just went out here. It took me 5 minutes to figure this out. I did briefly read some instructions on the CNC website. So you go up here to your settings, your little gear up here. Go down to shortcuts. Come down the list where it says jog, X and Y. There's a bunch of different ones, but some of these say shift. These are the ones that are already set, I think. So this says shift plus up, shift plus down. and shift plus page up and shift page down. That's X plus, X minus Y, and Y. So there's 4 of them with the shift. Now Joe said that he doesn't want to use the shift key. So maybe that's, I don't know. To me, that keeps you from accidentally touching it and moving something when you don't want to, but I don't know. But anyway, so we'll go right here, see here where it says edit. This is the X plus direction. And I'm hoping you can see the machine. Actually, before I do that, let me move back. I'm going to push shift down to make sure you can see this gantry right here. So I had that set at 6-inch intervals like I showed you. Let me change that to a less number. We don't get out of hand here. Let's change that to 2 inches here in the Rapid. You can change these numbers any way you want up here in the settings as well. So anyway, let's go back into where I was, which is shortcuts. And I'm hoping my camera is not blocking some of this. We'll check this in a minute. So I'm going down here, which is shift on the X plus direction. And we have the jog set at 2 inches, so that's what it's going to move if I hit it one time. So since he doesn't want to push the shift on this, he just wants to hit direction arrows here. So let's set that. So I've already plugged in the USB to the computer down here. This one is USB dongle, and I think there's another one that's strictly Bluetooth. It seems like he wanted to use the Bluetooth version maybe he doesn't have enough USB ports. I got tons of USB ports on this little microcomputer, but you can also use USB hubs to plug in to add some if you wanted to. You could probably buy those from Amazon for probably $10. You can add more USB ports to your computer, but that's a whole different story. So let's go to Jog. We're going to Jog Plus. So you go to Edit, and it says push the buttons you want to do. So we're going to push just the right arrow. It says X plus. We're going to push the right arrow. Let me do this. Let's do it again. Right arrow, and then push save changes. So see now when I push the right, it moves that distance. Or if I hold it, it keeps repeating that action and it keeps moving it. And that's the only one we set. See where it says right, it took the shift off of that. So now X minus, let's go into edit. Let's push the left and go save changes. Now if I hit that one, it's working that way. See there? You can hold it down, it'll move it, or just push it once and it moves it whatever we have it set on that jog move. Okay. Now we're going to go Y plus, same thing, go into edit. And we're going to push up, save changes, and then hold that one, and it'll move it that way. Now Y minus, same thing, go to edit, push down, save changes, and now that's moving, see? So that's it, that's how you set those. And so I wanted to do a part 2 video on how I set the longboard up. Super longboard up, and so let me get this out of the way. I'm gonna move it 4 inches. I'm just using my mouse. I don't need that crazy thing there. And so I'm gonna turn that off. I think we'll end this with just showing this deal here, and then we'll go back and we'll go through some of the settings I did on SLB. They weren't exactly as I expected them to be, but it works perfectly fine. So those settings are done right here in the firmware, and so they're not set the way that the old board was, but they work fine. So that one I think it's on number 100 is the one that 100, 101, and maybe 102 is at 800 steps per millimeter. That's a little confusing to me because there's no way this is moving 800 steps, so there's something else there that I don't understand, which is perfectly fine. It doesn't matter if I understand it. I know it works, and I've already ran some 5 or 6 different G codes on this machine, and everything worked perfect. So really don't know. I've got this set at the speed at 5,500 millimeters per minute on rapid rates, and I haven't tried going faster than that. I know that the Z seems to run smoother, you know, but I don't know much. It just works fine, and it works. I'm completely satisfied with how it works, so it doesn't really matter to me. So, all right, we'll get out of here on this video, and hopefully that helps you, Joe. I don't know if it does or not, if there's more to it that you wanted to know about or something. Maybe this version works and the other one won't. I don't know. We'll find out when it gets here. We should probably go into this next week. So, all right, thanks for watching this, and we'll get out of here now.